Oh, yeah, it's been a long time. What is up, peeps? It's been a long time. It's been 2 full days. Well, that girl's holding it down. Who holds a fish down? Oh, look at that. I take 2 days off and nobody's coming in. Everybody's like, oh, he bailed on us. Ooh, I see one person. Oh, man. Oh. Maybe it's because I don't have a mask on. Is that why nobody's coming in? Is that better? People come in now. Is it more socially acceptable now? I have a mask on. I don't know why I have that mask in here. What is up, peeps? Alright, I can't tell if anybody's dancing along, but hey. I'm just like going stir crazy. I actually, for the first time, edited a whole show in one day. A whole show. And it ended up being 17 minutes long. And I really just hurt my neck. My neck is so stiff. My head is like, I gotta learn to edit better. I get too like way hunched over. Well, nobody's left a comment yet, huh? I got 3 and 1. Noah! Well, there we go. Somebody said hello. I thought everybody was mad at me. He didn't give us our girls. He didn't go live. He's never missed a Tuesday night. There we go. The merch link. Yeah, I couldn't do it. We didn't get home until like almost 11. And it'd been a long day. And it was Tito's birthday, so there was like favors there, you know? It's all in the video. Yeah, we got home just like way too late. I was like, can't do it. Do not feel like going live. It's just not gonna happen. And then I upload the next day. And I don't like to go live on the day that I upload, so I decided I'd just call it Thursday, Tuesday, and we'll be here for a while. Not too long in here. I mean, I'll probably be on for the normal, like, 2-3 hours like I usually do, but I don't think I'm going to sit here the whole time. I just want to start off this way for people. So anybody that missed the girls can get the girls. They can see them. They can't go a week without them. I know, probably nobody missed me. They probably missed this more than they missed me, but I know Tanner probably was like freaking out. I know going south likes to come in. Everybody likes to support their female fishermen. Yeah, but I got the show done. Not completely. I was going to render it tonight so I could watch it. I didn't actually. I got to change the... Yeah, let's see the girls. I forgot. I still got to change it to the lake we went to. I still got to put in the conditions. And I got to put in the whatchamacallit, the drone footage. I really want to watch it. I want to watch it like, I could just render it and then change it and re-render it, right? No harm, no foul. Render it wrong for me to watch and then re-render it right. And when it says, this file exists, go, I know. Yes, replace it. So I really want to watch it. I actually didn't watch it through like I usually do. Usually when I edit, I keep going back like 3 or 4 minutes and I watch it, and then I edit a little bit more and I go back 3 or 4 minutes and I watch it, and I go back and I watch it. But this time I really didn't do that. So, or I'll come halfway and I'll watch the whole thing to see how it looks. Because we just keep adding stuff and it starts seeming like it doesn't make sense, or you're jumping a lot, and then you watch it and you go, turned out pretty good. Ooh, we got 5 now. So I might just render it before I vamoose from the room. Ooh, look, I haven't blinked yet, guys. It's been 7 minutes and I have not blinked. Oh, all right, now it's time to test my theory. Remember I said my stepdad's always next door on YouTube and doing stuff on his phone? Well, he was outside this whole time. He just came back in. Which means he wasn't on his phone next door. That is a pain. Yeah. Until you put it up and it doesn't get any views. Then you're like, oh, really? All that time and effort I put in and it's not doing very well. Like, well, not my last one. I don't even know what that one's doing. I haven't watched that one yet. But the one with the Lamborghini. But I knew the supercar in the thumbnail anyway. I wanted to do it. And the title, I just knew it wasn't gonna. It might eventually, but if it would have been like a monster truck, it probably would have done better. Fishermen just don't seem to like exotic cars. They're not car people. I bet if they were like a Ranger dealer right there, that would have been better. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have it titled right. I gotta think up the title for the one tomorrow. It's his birthday, so I can go with the birthday theme. Some stuff happened, so don't they realize that their shirts are wet and you can see through them? And then, yeah. It's always hard to figure out everything. Yeah, I mean, I had my fixed up rabbit. I was a good car person. But it's just not what people are looking for. Even if they watch other videos and they see that one, they're like, eh. Or it just doesn't get new influence. Most of mine that are doing really good right now are like tips and tricks. Tips and tricks or blogs from like a year ago are suddenly starting to do really well. For some reason they got picked up in the YouTube search. And I used to have 3 that were doing well, and now I have 5. there's other ones that keep just sort of popping up in my analytics as the top 10 for the last 28 days. Like new ones just keep joining. So I have 5 now. They start out number 10, and then now it's like there's 4 that are 1 through 4, and there's a 5th one that just showed up, and it's starting to climb. So I'm assuming next it's going to be the one getting the most views in a month. But hey, that's why you do stuff, and that's why you keep doing it. So eventually, because usually you start off, you're in the browse and you're suggested. And then it seems like the longer they wait, they start popping into the searched videos. And once you start getting them in the searched, is their biggest place it's coming from. Then it seems like the ones behind it start climbing too. So that's kind of why I put up that one on flushing the bait casting reel. Because a lot of mine that are doing really well are ones that deal with bait casters. So I figured I'd throw that one out there. It probably, it won't get started. I mean, I'm like, all right, well, it'll pick up and start getting a lot of views in a year. I'm hoping it catches up and gets in there because the rest of them are starting to go. But yeah, it's really weird when suddenly your curve's kind of flat, and all of a sudden, it's just after like over a year, and all of a sudden they just start going up. Hands-on fishing. Tits, T-I, tits, and fish, yay. Yeah, I had to come on and do it on Thursday. So I probably won't be in here that long because I've been in here all day sitting in front of the stupid computer editing a show. But since I said Tuesday night hangouts, oh wait, I figured I'd be in here for like the first half hour or so and then go relax on the porch because I killed myself. Yeah, I messed that all up. I got one video with 100 views and dropped ever since that. No, that one, my biggest one is, it's going to be at 8,000. It's probably already at 8,000. It's gaining like 1,200 views every 28 days. It's been at that level, at least 1,000 to 1,200 every month for the last like I don't know 6 months or something. So yeah, it's up to it's probably over 8,000 by now, and then who knows? End of this month it could be close to 9,000. But yeah, and then one of the other ones that's on there has about 7,000, and it's like a little over a year old. So I like it. A lot of mine, they don't get a lot of views right at once, but certain ones that it will keep gaining and gaining and gaining. Yeah. Yeah, the one was at 12,000, 1,200. 1,200 in the last 28. The other one was like 770. The other one was like, I think 300 or 400, and the other one was around 300. And it's like, oh, every day I look at it, it's another day that it's gone forward, plus it's dropped the day before, and they're all staying around that same level. So, yeah, I'm just hoping I get that push from this. And a lot of my other ones might go from browse feature and suggested to suddenly getting into YouTube search. It seems to be what's driving all of these. My recent ones that are all joining the bandwagon are all coming from YouTube search. But I started my channel with tips and tricks. That's how I got my first, like, almost 1.5 million views when I originally started, because I was pumping out all of the Zeke. Got your, what'd you get? Yeah, but I was known for that because I did like 200 of them in the first like 3 years or something. And everybody kept going, you need to do shows again, you need to do shows again. I love your tips, tricks, but you need to do shows again. DJI Osmo Action. Nice. Wazzy coming in with this good day, fuckers. Thanks. I'm in here showing you really great normal women fishermen, and you come in with good day, fuckers. Fine. DJI Osmo Action. Is that the one that comes on the gimbal already? Was that the one that's already on the gimbal? Hey, rattle trap fishing. Thank you, Ozzy. Yes. We know it's like saying, good day, I love you. It's almost the same thing in Australia. Good day, fuckers. What he's really saying is, good day, I love you guys. Oh, so they have their own like GoPro style little... I didn't know. I didn't know they actually had one. Well, I mean, Garmin has one. Garmin actually has a GoPro style action camera. Well, I said this get up I use, it's only 89 bucks, I think, 90 bucks. I mean, it shoots 2K, but it does all the slow-mo. This one I use for slow-mo, and the one I tested on the hat. That was this one. And I don't have anything to attach it, so that was the difficult part of making that video, guys. Is because I had to balance it like this while I was filming. So it was a little difficult, but yeah. Wow, I didn't even think I could balance that there. Yeah, this one's my theory might be. My theory might be right, guys, because I just blinked. Remember I said I didn't blink, and then all of a sudden I saw my stepdad go back into the room, and I'm sure he's on his phone and on YouTube and Facebook like he always is. And since he's been back, he just blinked. The first like 15 minutes, it didn't do anything. Hey, Captain. Oh, you can't. Oh, no wonder. It's your magnetic personality there, Captain. Did you get my fax of the contract, by the way? I hope I faxed it to the right number. He said I was hired after I did that. I re-edited his show. He said, fantastic, you're hired. So I said it. I told him I faxed over the contract. Well, I'm at 12 and 5. What's going on? Come on. Gotta be more fun people that like me. I got women playing. Sorry, guys. Sorry. How rude of me. I'm coughing now, so I better wear this. All right. Screw the mask. Uh, I wanted a real signature. You know, I don't trust those electronic signatures. It has rock steady. It has rock steady. And you rock steady. I don't know. Well, this one has gyro. This one has gyro stabilization. I really don't know what the hell that is, but I have it on. Actually, I still have it in time lapse right now. Hyper smooth, it calls it rock steady. Because they're DJI, you know, they're cool, they're hip. They're rock steady. I'm going to turn this off. Well, this thing has... Oh, shit. I just passed it by. I forgot I had a time lapse for that last video. I got to take it off it. There's a lot of settings for friggin' time lapse. Frame every minute, frame every 5 minutes, frame every 10 minutes. And there we go. Off. What's it put it back to? That's not, a front screen. Just so it's like right here and not off to the side. Because then you get everybody going like, well, like I do on here, because the camera's over there, but you have everybody looking here, and you can tell I'm not looking at the camera. When I look like that, I'm looking at the camera. But when I think it is from my stepdad, like I said. When he wasn't in the other room on his phone, I had no issues. Yes, has one in the front next to the lens, and one in the back. Yeah, okay. Guys, I don't like it when people do this, because they have the one with the thing to the side, so they're looking at that instead of looking at the freaking lens, so they're not really ever looking at you. Like, see, if I do that, I'm actually looking at the camera. But when I do this, it looks like I'm looking over there. They think we can't tell. They just want to look at themselves. Wait, where was I going on this? Sorry, I'm trying to find the app. Shutter speed, ISO, wind, contrast. Oh, see? Well, you probably can't see that. Oh, well. Gyro stabilization. I mean, it has like, it has automatic, oh, it has different frame wide angle settings. What's a G sensor? Somebody know what a G sensor is? I think I talked about this before. I know what a G spot is. Oh wait, I lost a like? What? That's funny, I had 5 likes. Now I have 4. Right when I started talking about a G sensor. Oh, I went back to 5. Does anybody know what a G sensor is? I don't know. I'll have to look it up someday. They also have a 4K version of this one too. I think the Get 3. Because that's the Get 2. Well, that's cool. You got a new camera. That's nicey nice. Yeah, I know. I blinked twice since he's been right next to me. So that's just kind of interesting. I didn't blink at all until he came in that room. So get up past 1. I still have my 4. Maybe. I don't know, maybe I should have the G one on and not the gyro. So I don't know what the gyro one is about. I guess it's like, if you're turning a lot, it kind of tries to stabilize it that way. Or if it's a G sensor, I don't know. I watched it again. I took some 1080 at the pier, and I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of tracing in it. There seems to be less tracing when I use this, when I move my head around. You know, the trails. It seems like when I do the GoPro. Oh, okay. Yeah, but the GoPro, when I even have it on the 1080, it seems like when I move a lot. Because I have it on my head, but even when you have your body, if you turn your body in that, I don't know, it just seems like it has a lot of trails with it. I have no idea why. I'll have to try it compared to the GoPro when I get the mic. But it's the same. See, this thing. Oh, thank God it didn't fall any further. See, this thing and the GoPro, they have the same exact chip, Sony chip in them. This is before they changed. I think it was number 5 or 6. They changed to a different, but this has a Sony chip in it, and this has the same Sony chip in it. And both these filmed the same thing. It's the same exact chip. So, that's why I got the thing. Is they use the same chip. But that one's got slow mo. This doesn't have slow mo. That's why I like that thing. Is it shoots 240 frames a second straight to slow mo. That's what I use for my B rolls. And it has 1080 60. And I think 2.730 or 1440 30 or so. I don't know. It's good though, especially for $90. But I don't know, I still like the hack cam shots. When I put that on the hack cam, when you walk, it is a lot more stable. But I don't know, the turning still kind of bugs me, looking up and down. It's kind of good at jarring type stuff, but then you I don't know. I'll figure it out when I edit that video. I've kind of looked at the footage, but I don't know. I haven't really paid too much attention to it, but it just seems a little Tracy. Corn farts. What's up, corn fart? What hyena? A hyena? What are you talking about? I'm confused. Hyena? 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 I know, that's what I said. I had 12 and 5. They're not liking me today. I said, come on. Come on. At least I have eye candy playing. Come on. Probably not going to be here too much longer, but... Yeah, we've already talked cameras. Yeah, I got to test it. I got to test the GoPro against it. That's what I need to do. When I get the mic... 8-1 on my end. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I gotta do that when I get the mic, because the external mic I'm getting for this fits the GoPro 3 and 4 too. So maybe I do a test filming with this, and film with the GoPro to see which one films better. And then I can figure out which one I need to get batteries for. Because I have 4 batteries for, I only have 2 for that. So, same note, someone's lagging. Oh, this is my get up. Someone I did the test with. My light is blue. So, yeah. But this supposedly has the same chip. This and this have the same exact chip in them. Same Sony chip. But, yeah, this is the Get Up's only $100. It's the Get 2. $100, shoots to 2.7. It's not 4K, but they have a Get 3, which isn't. But this thing's only $90 or $100. And it shoots straight to slow-mo. So I don't know, I'll do a test between these two. I'll see which one does better on the hand cam with the mic. I'm sure with the external mic, the audio is probably going to be about the same. Does this thing even have a battery in it? Oh, it does. It came on. Like, it still has a sticker of the girl surfing on the back. Oh, look, it did come on. It's got the thing on it. Oh, that's right. It has the battery in it. I don't have an SD in it. That's what it was. I knew there was something that wasn't in it. And the funny thing is, here's a funny thing is, this thing shoots in it. This thing shoots. It's the same chip as that, and it shoots the same thing. The H24 MPEG 4. Wait, what is that? But if you put, I had some of the GoPro files on the chip I had in here, and I was clipping to it. When it went to it, it froze the thing up. It's like, come on, it's the same chip, and it's reading MPEG 4 the same. But yeah, and all of a sudden I would like click through the picture or the video, and it would hit one of the GoPro files, and it would just freeze up, and I had to turn the whole thing off. So there's obviously something different in the files. Something I don't like. Anyway, they should be exactly the same. Corn farts. I'm fantastic. Of course, he now has an editor. Yeah, and this is the DB Power. This is the even cheaper one. 1080 only. But it's only like $40. And it does pretty good. Can't do it 720. You gotta do it 1080. But it does have time lapse and other stuff like that. Oh, this is the one I was shooting when I did the driving. I shot on 1080 and I sped it up and it gives you the cool trails. Hey, and Jay, how's it going? And I said I always forget I have this one. And this shoots 1080. But I always forget I have this little ion. It has no screen or anything, but turn it on, you just do that. And then it records, and then you just go, and it turns off. So it's really kind of convenient to have in a boat. Because that's a 2.5 hour internal battery. Remember I used to use it on that's the one I used on the back of my boat when I had my aluminum boat. Second I catch something, Oh, that's right. Now I gotta go here. Remember, it blinked it a different way. All right, I gotta go outside. I gotta go to the porch. Because I had no blinking. No, I had absolutely no blinking. Remember, I said I came up with a concept that was probably my stepdad, because he's always like right next to me, and he's always got his phone on. He's always on YouTube. He's always on YouTube, and we're on the same network, and we're this close. He wasn't here for the first like 15 minutes, and it didn't blink at all. Since he's been back, the next 15 minutes, it's blinked 3 times now, or 4 times. So I think it might be that he's on his phone, and we're on the same network right next to me. So I think that screws with the signal. Sorry. It has to be, because I never had problems in here until he got a phone like mine. And then all of a sudden I blink in here all the time. My first lives and everything before he had, and was on the internet all the time. I never had problems in here. I have 5 bars. Same as I have on the porch, but when I'm that close to him for some reason, that's when I get kicked out all the time. Sorry. This is a new show that's going up tomorrow. It's not completely done yet. I gotta change some stuff, but I want to render it. Well, I'm gonna render it before I go to the porch. I'm gonna render it so I can watch it to see it. When you fishing live, that's always Saturday, Sunday usually. Make movie. Save it to Captain Clueless's hard drive. Little setting I have. He has more space than me, so he doesn't know it. I have a little file on his hard drive. He doesn't even know it's there, but I have it through the cloud. It kind of redirects it, and shh. Hopefully he's not on here anymore, because I don't think he knows. Keep it between us. Come on. Gotta change all the settings in here. Usually, it's because I just opened it. Usually they're already saved. This one's not going. This one's actually not going. It's not done completely. I still have to change the drone footage, and I gotta change the conditions. I gotta change conditions, because I don't have the conditions on there right, and I don't even have the right lake on there. But yeah, I'm bailing. Huh. Okay. Well, he's now. Oh. Alrighty. Yeah, I went out on Tuesday. Ooh, I'm 8-8. I went out on Tuesday. That's why I didn't do the Tuesday night hangout. I didn't get back till like 11 at night, 10:30. And it was a long day. We were there. I mean, we left at like. Oh, I already have that one done. It's funny, as I already thought about that one. I already thought about that one, Captain. I already thought of the grease and oil discussion. Um, yeah, it's an open system. Oh no, it's a it's like an engine. You put oil in an engine. You don't put grease in an engine. You put grease in like usually like the wheel bearing and things that are completely sealed. It's kind of my analogy of it, but like the engine, it's taking in air, it's taking in fuel, it's got like stuff coming into it and going out, and it gets dirty, just like the grease does. But I think the grease is, I don't know, I don't like grease in it. Well, the transmission has fluid. Go to bed, Tanner. But I was thinking about that with the transmission, but the transmission has fluid, not grease, right? You don't like put the little nipple on and squeeze grease into the transmission. Isn't it an oil or a fluid that's inside it? Or is that fluid for something else? Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like the grease. I don't. It's too. I don't know. I don't know many people these days that still grease them. They all use like the oil, like the hot sauce. Yeah, well, it's just like my reeling. He's right here again. My stepdad's actually right next to me now. He's in the kitchen on his phone. It's like everywhere I go, he's following me. I don't know. I've been doing it 40 years and I've only put oil in. I've gotten the grease before. It's like a white. I got stuff that was like a white paste, kind of like Elmer's paste glue, kind of looking. And you could slime it on stuff. Nah, I've always used real oil. Well, you can use the hot sauce. And the other thing is WD-40 adds a solvent, but it's fish oil. I don't think it's going to eat stuff away. It's a fish-based oil. Some of the others I don't think are, like 3-in-1 and some of those others. But as far as I know, WD-40 is a fish-based oil. It is a solvent, and I mean, you saw the crap that came out of my reel when I did that. And it breaks down usually the heavier oil that you have in there. Hell, I fish so much and I fish so fast and I get such high RPMs in my reels. I should be using like 1050 motor oil in them. Something that can handle my RPMs and my velocity. I'm gonna have to start doing that, using a nice high-end synthetic engine oil in my reels. That's what I should have done when I was high-speed cranking, was put in freaking motor oil. Something that wouldn't break down as quick. Change it, last like 5,000 miles in a car. Ferrari 4X, 47X. I've only caught him on a black and blue crawdad. No, black and blue tube. Black and blue jig or black and blue tube is the only thing I've ever caught anything on there. I forget a bite on a Senko, but I think it was black and blue. I tried fishing that thing for 10 years. Okay, I don't. Never. See, I think it's because he's right next to me using his network. He was in the bedroom, so I came out here, but he was in the family room next to me. And I moved out. He moved out here, and then I moved out here. And I've already blinked twice out here. And I got 5 bars. So I don't know. I don't get it. You've been here, Captain. You've been here when I've been on the porch, and I never have an issue. But I said he's right next to me using the same network. We're both T-Mobile. Yeah, ever since I got my phone, and then like 4 months later, he was on a AT&T Go phone. When I got mine, he saw me watching the internet and all that, and now he's addicted. He's on it, watching it everywhere. Even when they're watching TV, he's on his phone watching his own stuff. Like I said, I've been on here, I've been blinked twice now. Oh well. What the hell was that? It sounded like a car crash. Yeah, so I don't know the whole grease oil thing. I've never used the grease. I've just always used the real oil. Usually like Penn real oil. And I don't know who makes the hot sauce. There's a hot sauce real oil. But I just know anything you put in it, yeah, within, because it's not a sealed system, and if you like lay it in the dirt or just reeling it, stuff gets in it, and it turns black pretty quick. Just from all the little particles and all the other stuff that get inside your reel, it gets black pretty quick. But I've been running it that way, and those 2 reels I've had for 3 years now, and you know how much I use them and how worn they are. Those Abus, they keep working, they're fine. That was one of the first times I flushed that one in a while. I will oftentimes like add more oil, but I don't know, it's a cool idea and it's easy. Like I said, you don't have to take it all apart. I've done that before. We have to take the handle off and then the drag thing off and then all the screws off and then take it so you see all the gears and everything, and then yeah. I said I just like that because it's pretty simple and it draws all that stuff out. And I don't think the solvents are going to hurt anything. There's not much rubber inside them. Is there? I don't think there's much rubber inside the reels. It's all pretty much steel, isn't it? As far as I remember. So I guess I don't know the answer, Clueless. I've just always used oil. And I kind of know that I don't think the WD-40 does anything to it. I don't think it's enough of a solvent that it's going to eat anything away, or it's never done with mine. I've been in it for like 20 years. And I've had reels that lasted. Like, I do it on those ones I use in the ocean, those Bass Pro Shop Expresses and stuff. I've used it in those. They've been around for like 15 years now. And I'm using them in saltwater where I'm not even supposed to be using them. But I rinse them all the time. Did I turn that back on? Sorry. I realized I didn't turn the chat. I didn't turn the chats back on. I'm way behind. Yeah, I'm way behind. I forgot last time it blinked me the other way. If it sends me to YouTube, I get messages. If it cuts me out the other way, I don't. So I'm going back. I've seen a lot of people catch him on. I don't know if you're still in here, but jerk baits. Real man's in here. Issue with W flush. Drop a foil at best. Hey TMF, I'm way behind. No, I haven't seen it. Sorry, I haven't been getting chats because it kicked me out. It kicks me out. Hey, Backroads. No, a lot of them come with permanent hot sauce in them, which is, it's not a grease. I don't think. I know. Exactly. So it's mine. It kicked me out, and I forgot it kicked me out the other way, and I didn't turn the chats on. So I haven't seen chats in like the last 10 minutes. I had to catch up with our oil grease discussion. I was wondering why. I'm like, why is nobody coming back? I don't know. If it had a little nipple on it, Captain, if it had a little nipple and I had a little teeny grease gun that I could like hook the nipple up and just squeeze it inside, I'd do that. But I'm not gonna take it apart just to put grease on it. It's not a high-end Porsche. I don't think it's gonna hurt it. I don't think it's gonna hurt it at all. I mean, you get a nice pen or whatever, real oil, put a few drops of that in there. I don't think you have to like pack it full of grease. Grease is just gonna get dirty in no time anyway. Nice Backroads. It isn't? Alright. Because they said it comes with it inside it already. I don't know. You might be right. Grease might be better. I just never use it. I don't care about my reels that much, I guess. See, I didn't even know the hot sauce was a grease. But to me, I don't know. Even if I use grease inside it, I would still use the WD-40 to flush it out. Carb cleaner. That's more of a heavy duty solvent though. WD-40 is just fish oil. It's a better solvent than it is lubricant. You ever put WD-40 on a use spray cleaner? Really? And you're worried about WD-40? Nice. No, I haven't done anything. I haven't even looked at the internet today. This phone was off all day until I just turned it on right now. This stuff is harsh. Yeah, yeah, it's a pretty good solvent. It'll definitely, yeah, clean everything out. I don't know. I just said it's just been the way I do it. I don't know. I don't buy reels over $100, so I'd probably do the same thing to a $500 reel. Use it for hand cleaner, wasp spray degreaser. Hey Tyler. I don't know. I've always heard people. I said I didn't know either. I always heard people say it was a. I always heard people say I've never looked at the ingredients, but they said it was a fish-based oil. So I don't know. I just know it works well. It gets all the shit out of your thing. I don't know. I don't eat fish and I don't like fish, so I don't know if it would taste like fish or not. I don't know if an oil, if you squeezed the fish and got the oil out, I don't know if the oil would taste like fish or if it wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. I said go to bed. I don't know. That's just what I've always heard people say, that it was a fish-based oil. I just know it works good for flushing it. I don't know. I've never read the can. I don't, and I wouldn't know the chemicals that are in fish-based oil. It could be abstract or abstract. I don't know. It could be taken from it, abstracts from it. Oh look, it could be certain chemicals. Extract. There you go. I'm saying distract. I'm like extract. That's right. It could be some properties or some. I don't know. I know people supposedly spray it on baits as a scent. I know it doesn't smell like fish. I know it's a horrible lubricant though, because I sprayed on my chains on my bike, and within like a week, it didn't look like I oiled them at all. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, but the ingredients are. Nobody knows the formula, but it says it's a myth. I don't know. I just said that's what people say. I don't really care. I've never used it as scent. Pretty much only use it to flush my reels. Get all that dirt and grit out. It does a good job at that. So it's conclusively inconclusive, Captain? I said, I haven't been on at all. I said, this phone has been off all day until I went live. It, it's all mystery ingredients. It's oil from aliens. It's alien oil. We got the components from aliens. They got it from ancient crypts in Egypt. And it had how to create WD-40. WD-51. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's cougar piss. I know. Who knows? Well, it's not edible, so I guess you don't have to. See, I've used CRC. I don't know. I just think WD-40 is not that. I don't know. We were worried about it being, since it's a solvent, being corrosive in that. Hey, Backroads. And I said I've never had a problem with WD-40. I know there's 3-in-1 oil. That's CRC, isn't it? The 3-in-1. I would think so. I don't know. It doesn't work as a lubricant though. It dries out. I said I used to put it in my bike chain and spray it, and like within like a week, it was like dry again. It was like didn't even look like I put anything on it. But it does get nuts loose, and if it's metal, that's why I said think I don't think there's rubber inside. I don't know. Ask Captain. He takes them apart all the time. Are there like rubber gaskets and rubber stuff inside the reels? Uh, your plastic ears. Yeah, some of them might have like a donut or something. A little yellow rubber gasket thing or something. But I don't think WD-40 affects that. Okay, it's all lie. I just did it to get views. I don't even know if it's getting views. I just think it's a lot simpler than pulling the thing apart. That's why I did it. WG stands for water displacement. Yeah, and it gets all the water out of the inside too. It dries it out. Now, isn't that like what is it? The connector stuff? What's that spray you use to dissolve that like dries up instantly and it cleans connections? Yeah. Well, some of them have it on the outside, like so it tightens down to it. Do some of them have it on the inside? Yeah, but I don't think WD-40 corrodes rubber. Like Captain said, I've been doing it for like 20 years, since the early 2000s and late 90s. I've always done it to all my reels. I've tried taking it. I've done that before. I've taken them apart, but it's just, it's to each its own. Captain likes pulling them apart and cleaning them. I just like spraying shit inside them and letting it sit and watch all the dirty stuff just drain out. To each his own. Tomato, tomato, apples and oranges. Yeah, but see, you're only doing it to flush it, Zeke. You're only doing it to flush it, Zeke. That's why after you flush it, you have to put real oil back in it. Yeah, but that's why you put the oil back in. You just don't flush it and leave it with nothing. You have to soak it. I hate it. See, backwards is like me. I hate it. See, that's what I always end up with. Or I end up stripping a freaking screw or something. Yeah, but Spitfire, you're dissolving it, getting it all out, and then uh, you're reloading it with oil. It's just it's, it's just a cleaning process. You're rehydrating it with nice gear oil afterwards, or grease. Exactly. Or you have it open up and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. I love the way this spring. Ah, shit. It just popped off. How the hell do I get it back on there? You're like touching the spring, like, that's a cool. All of a sudden, it like, oh shit. You pick it up and you're like, fuck, how the hell does that go back on there? It's been like 2 hours, like, trying to figure out how to get the little spring or something back where it belongs. Not if they're lambskins. They do have lambskin condoms, Spitfire. Yeah, well, if you watch the videos, Zeke, that's what I said. You're cleaning it out, and then you got to reload it with grease. You're only doing that to flush it and get all the grit and grime out, and then you reload it with good real oil or grease. Yeah, that's what I said. It wasn't. It's not. It's. I didn't say how to lubricate a reel with WD-40. The title was. Yeah, it's flushing. It's like a good enema, you know. It's basically an enema for your reel. You stick that little thing up in the hole and you just flush it and get it all filled up, and then you back off and it all just like, and then you're good. Should have titled it that. Oh, you can put grease or oil. I just use oil. I should have said or grease. Then this whole conversation be null and void. I should title it that. How to do a real bait casting reel enema with WD-40. That probably would have got more views. Actually, Zeke, the oil I had in that orange thing, that orange bottle that I had that I showed in the video, that's actually gun oil. I couldn't find any real oil at Outdoor World, and I'm like, well, hell, if this is good for a firearm that's gonna save you and help you kill somebody, it's probably good enough for a real. I was fuzzy with that quote. I know. He's gonna take apart the other side of it. Well, I know you're one of those people. Me and back roads, I don't like taking those things apart. This is pretty much my quote. Oh, I edited all day. Give give the laziest man the hardest job, and he'll find the easiest way to do it. That's pretty much my process for using WD-40 to flush it. I'm pretty much a lazy guy. And if you give me anything to do, I'll find the easiest way to do it. And so instead of taking apart the reel, flushing it with a WD-40 and draining it all out that way, I'm like, that's much less complicated. I just I can just squirt it in. Don't even have to take it off the reel. Let it sit. It pulls all that crap out. I like that concept. Works for me. Let me share this with the other lazy fishermen that want to clean their reel but don't want to take the whole damn thing apart. I have strip screws. I have screws taking them apart. You guys have a. Do you guys have a penis? Oh, great Friday. Sorry. Thought you was doing the difference between men and women. Disassembling my $250 baitcaster for the fun of it. See you later, Spitfire. Hello, I thought that was an open day. You guys have a penis? Sure. Hey, I'm up to 8 and 13 now. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like cleaning them. That's debatable, Scott. I almost said that. I almost thought that said that's detachable. I'm like, really? You know that song? That's a great song. I don't know if you guys know that song, but there's a song by the Dead Milkmen called "Detachable Penis." Yeah, it's a great. It's a great song. Yeah, he went to a party and he lost it, and the whole song's about him trying to find it, calling all of his friends, seeing if they've just seen his penis because. And the chorus is "Detachable Penis." Oh, it's a great song. Old '80s Dead Milkman song, by the way. It just reminded me because I thought it was detachable, not debatable. They flush the oil out of them and run them dry. Yeah, they all have that. Well, because Barry, yeah, See, it didn't. It blew your mind. The bearings inside them are sealed though. They're like skateboard bearings. There's no open bearings in reels anymore. They're precision sealed bearings. You don't have to put oil on them. Yeah, but all the bearings inside them now are all precision bearings. They're sealed. All those little teeny ones you pull out and everything, they're sealed. You don't have to oil them. Yeah, but I said everything inside. It's like a skateboard bearing in a wheel. It's sealed. Remember the old days you had open bearings, and you took your wheel off, and all the bearings fell everywhere, and you had to find all the bearings and put them back in. No, they're precision bearings. They're actually vacuum cleaner bearings. Yeah, and the rest of it doesn't need oil. They are ceramic. No, all the ones in mine are steel. They're not ceramic. All the ones in mine, like the one in my Abbey, it's metal. It's not ceramic. At least the case and the side plate and all that in it is metal. I know some of them have ceramic, but no, they're metal. Most skateboarding bearings are metal. The Ikes, the Hoovers, the IKS, the Powell bearings, those are all metal. They're actually vacuum cleaner bearings. Or it's actually vacuum cleaner size bearings. That's where they came from. That's where the original bearings in skateboards came from. NBMs, all those. But they're metal. Some of them, the first ones IKS and that were rubber with metal sealed on the side. But most of the new ones are metal. The side plates that hold it in are all metal. They will absorb. If you spray on them, the oil will go inside them. If you hold the middle where it is and you spray them in that, you can get them to loosen up. But they don't need it. If they're well sealed, I mean, if they're well oiled, they don't need it. But and they say, well, Shimano says you only need like 3 bearings in reality. But they put more in a lot of their reels just because people want more bearings. Well, I have an article somewhere and it says that from the head guy at Shimano. But fishermen like bearings, and bearings sell you a reel. Ooh, it's 10 bearing. It's got to be great. Oh, it's 4 bearing. Oh, it's got to be a piece of crap. But if it's well positioned and well made, 3 or 4 bearings is all it needs. But you can't convince fishermen of that because they're all about, well, they're like Tanner, you know? It's got to look cool. It's got to make a neat sound. That makes me a better fisherman. Don't believe the hype. Be back. I mentioned him. He's like, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I mean, I still have people argue with me about that, the the Black Max and the Silver Max. I am the hype. In that video, I show both my reels that are broken. I'm not faking it. I'm showing you. I show you two things that happened to him, and I have it happen while I'm filming the video. Yeah, everybody comes back to me and goes, "Oh, I've had that reel for 5 years, and I fish hard. They're great reels." I'm like, all right, I guess I fish harder than most people because mine broke in 6 months. All three Black Maxes I had and the Silver Max broke like right away. Like, didn't you watch me show you exactly what they do? I didn't fake it. I actually had to do it. I know the thumbnail one where sometimes you click it and it clicks in, you click it clicks in, you click it clicks in, and all of a sudden you click it and the reel handle just turns and the thumb bar doesn't come up. And even if you use your thumb and push the thumb, it doesn't work. But if you take your wrist and you smack it on the side, all of a sudden it clicks into gear. I even got that to work on the video, and they still say, "Oh no, mine are fine. Nothing wrong with these reels." Like, all right. I guess I photoshopped it or something. You fake that. Or they don't watch the whole freaking video. They just skip through it. Or they watch the beginning and go, "What? Mine worked great." Leave a comment and get the hell out. They don't watch the evidence that I present. But hey, yeah, that's typical YouTube. Oh yeah, yeah, I've done that to mine. I've done that to mine. If you take a skateboard bearing and a seal on the side, you can tell. I mean, it's not completely sealed. It's just a dust cover. But you can take a screwdriver in that and pop it off. And the bearings stay inside. And then you can hold the middle, you can see the bearings, and they have this little shield inside that's kind of shaped like this that goes over each of the bearings to keep them separated. Yeah, it's just a dust cover. If you take them out and you spray them, the oil will go inside around the edges and stuff. I said it's just sort of a dust cover. It's not a completely, totally sealed environment. I said I've been skateboarding since the 80s, guys. I have huge knowledge of bearings. And it's it's the same bearings they put in reels now. They're just like that big instead of that big. But they're the same type of precision bearing. Oh yeah. I said I've done that. When I was a skateboarder and I had sealed bearings and they got dust and crap in them and suddenly I'd roll them and they'd be all like notchy and that. Yeah, I'd take them out. I'd pop the freaking dust cover off. Spray the shit out with WD-40. Then put in some gun oil or some real oil in them, and oh yeah, they're faster than hell. They dirtied up and got greasier, or got bound up quicker than that, but I just have to take them back out and freaking clean them out again and do everything. But yeah, you can pop those covers off. I wish I had one right now. I have one. I don't have my old tackle box anymore. I have all kinds of old skateboard wheels with bearings, and I could pop them out and show you guys what they look like if you pop the dust cover off. It's basically like the old open bearing one, but they have thing that keeps the bearings separated as they roll, so they don't fall out of it, and then you just put the dust cover over the top of it. And they call them a precision bearing. But yeah, you can. I used to do it all the time too. I wouldn't even take dust cover off, but I would spray them with a WD-40 and spin them and get it all broken up, and grease would fall just like I did with my reel, and I would spin it and get it all out, and then I would soak them in grease. Yeah, when you're 12 years old, 15 years old, and you're a skateboarder, you just got to clean them. It's the bearings are not a complicated piece of machinery. It's it's just some steel balls that roll around inside a circle. That's all they are. It's not like E equals MC squared or anything. It's just a bearing. Just so you have quality steel, you're good. My neck's kind of loosening up. Yeah, they're just in a cylinder and they just roll. The bottom one doesn't roll. The one that's against the axle and that doesn't roll. They roll around it. No, I'm not talking about the bearings that are inside the reel. The inner circle doesn't move. The outer circle moves around it. No, the inner circle doesn't move. It's the outer circle moves around it with the ball bearings. I worked for a bearing. Yeah, it's just like when it's on the shaft. What's the new bearings? All right, Captain. Captain has to come out with the technical terms. It's an inner race and an outer race. Get your terms right, you bastard. I'm a car guy. Yeah, you have the inner circle and the outer circle. Yeah, they're called a race. Yeah, the inner one, they roll around it. That's why when you hold it, you hold it by the middle and you spin it, and it spins. Because the inner circle race doesn't have to spin. You can go like that. Somebody should make up something, and they should put a bearing like that, and then put like four prong things, and then people could just spin it all day long. They could call it like a spinner. I bet you that'd make $1 million. Just have these plastic things weighted and have a bearing in the middle, and you just spend all day spinning it. You can spin it and like move it around. It might take away from like anxiety and stuff. But yeah, you just put a bearing in the middle and spin it. Remember when those things were popular for like 10 minutes? Oh yeah, look at that. We'll just put a freaking skateboard bearing in the middle of the thing and put weights at the end, and you just sit there and spin it. I mean, you could have given them a bearing with a skateboard wheel, and they could have spun it. It would have been the same damn thing. And look at how much money that made. Exactly. Yeah, you can call them a fidget spin because you're fidgeting. Let's get you to 30. Well, we'd have to have 30 people in here. Yeah, I could fidget with them all day long. It's funny because I went to my sister's house and I had a fidget spin, and I was like spinning it. Let's get it to 14. Yeah, mine only says 14. And I looked at it and I was spinning it, and she like, I don't know, she said something to me, and I'm like, or I said something like, well, that's not a very good bearing. She's like, that's one of the best fidget spins you could buy. It's got one of the best bearings in it. I'm like, looking at the brand and looking at the name, I'm like, no, it's not a German bearing. It's not. And yeah, she got all mad at me. So, of course, you're always right. You're always right. I'm like, hello, it's a skateboard bearing in the middle of a bunch of things, and you freaking spin it. You know how long I've been into bearings and skateboarding. I pretty much know good bearings. It's a little loose. It was from like, I don't know. It wasn't a name brand I recognized. Yeah, she got mad at me because I harshed on her bearing that was in the middle of her fidget spin. Yeah, there are reels now that are bearingless. Oh, really? He was able to do that with it? Ooh, wow. Yeah, see, I can't even do that because every time I do that, my thing, it would fall off. Speed demons on my boards. NMBs used to be the best bearing. I love the German bearings in the beginning, and then Powell came out with their own bearing. Yeah, that was a trend on YouTube with bass fishermen. They're all going to the during the ICAST or whatever, and they were all reviewing the bearingless reel. Oh, he casts so far. Yeah. Was that Concept 13 that came out with the bearingless one? Well, they were all bearingless before we realized we could put bearings in them. I haven't heard anything about that. Another one I've never heard, Cast King. Captain Clues fishing while your DC isn't very cool. Now you have to get a bearingless reel. Yeah, Cast King, Concept 13. You can't because they're not. You need. They're not. They're not designed like that anymore. It used to be designed at just the metal shaft stuck in a thing that was machined to it, and there was no bearing. So if you take the bearings out, there's gonna be a big gap. Well, if you look at if you look at that, I think it's that. I'm gonna redesign it. You're gonna put in what they used to do, a little plastic spacer. You had a plastic spacer instead of a bearing, and then the shaft just stuck into that. I'll fill the gap with JD Weld. Yeah, that turquoise one that Wasabi uses in my videos is a Cast King. He's the one. Remember the one he always has trouble with? That turquoise combo. It's a Cast King reel. Yeah, Cast King, Concept 13. There's a couple newer reel companies that they're all pretty much concepty and crap. I don't think they're any good. But I said anything that's graphite frame is not good. Yeah, that's the first thing that goes. I told you the first thing that goes in the cheap reel usually will be the anti-reverse or the infinite anti-reverse, and the other thing that goes is the thumb bar. It'll start not going all the way into gear, or it'll start not clicking back into gear. Those are the two things that go right away. And then usually the third thing that goes is the drag. The drag will start getting notchy. It'll start sticking before it engages. Uh, Not a fan of quantum. I gotta go Tinko, but oh, by the way, quantum is just Zebco. It's just it's the higher end of Zebco, and we all know how quality Zebcos are. All right, what I miss? After I threw out that Zebco comment. After I threw out the Zebco comment. I like my quantum. Some old Hayden metals too. You guys went crazy. I gotta get back. You're right, Chex Mix. That's funny. That was a good one, Chex Mix. If you come onto the abandoned porch, you figure either that or I went to go get something. It's gonna be one of the two. Either on a pee break or I'm gonna go grab something. Yeah, no, Quantum is just Zebco. It's like Lexus and Toyota. Quantum is just the higher end of Zebco, but I burned them out. I had a KVD one once, and it wasn't that good. I don't know, my thoughts on reels and rods I don't know. If I like it and it has a great feel and great everything, I don't care who makes it. And that might be the only product I like from them. One certain reel and they have like 40 reels, or one rod and they have like 40 rods. I only like one of their designs and I might not like any of the rest of them. It's like the one I told Captain to get, that turning special. I love that. I tried their higher end bionic blade. I don't like it. I don't like the bend of it. I don't like the feel of it. I don't like the balance of it. But I love the turning special. And it's a cheaper rod. But I just love that blank. I might try their Carbolite, which is even more one of the other higher end rods. And I might love it. That's like Abu Garcia. I really like the one they got rid of, their Vengeance or whatever the lower line was, the cheapest of them. I love the bend of it. I love the weight of it, the balance. And I tried the higher up one, and I didn't really like it. Yeah, I know, Zeke. We talked about that. I just don't like it. I don't like the feel of it. I don't like the balance of it. And I don't. Sensitivity for me in reel and rods is I don't even care. It's how it feels, how balanced it is, the tip, where the backbone is. I've never really felt a difference in sensitivity. I never. I always keep my fingers on the line, so I'm feeling everything when I'm working plastics and jigs and that. I'm feeling it through the line, not through the rod. And if I'm using activates and stuff, I'm feeling it by them loading up. I'm not feeling the bite anyway. When I use activates and that, I could care less how sensitive it is. It's got to have the right bend, the right backbone, the right flex in the tip. Because when you're working your cranks, they just load up or they just hit it. It's not about feeling the bite on anything active. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I always keep my finger. I'm feeling it in my fingers more than I'm feeling it in the actual rod. People always said that when I said I use mono and they use fluoro or braid. You're like, oh, dude, trust me, you'll feel the slightest tick. The slightest tick if you just jump up to fluoro or braid because it has no stretch. I'm like, I can throw out a freaking light ass thing, have my finger on it, it's dropping on a slack line, or it's bent in the wind with mono, and I'll like feel a little tick or something like, ooh, I think that was a fish that picked it up. I reel down and feel the tension, set the hook. I felt it in my finger because my finger's on the line. That's life. Yeah, I just got one. I think it's my favorite. What's it called? Grab one of the purple All Star rods. I don't know. I'll have to. Yeah, like I said, uh, I don't know. For me, over these years, it's like I've never bought expensive rods. All right, real man. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I don't know. I've owned. I don't know. I like my turkey special for $50. Like I said, I don't really care too much about sensitivity. Whoopie and oyster. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. People always talk about, oh, it's so sensitive. It's so sensitive. I'm like, really? Yeah, you just bought that one, right? I've held some Shimano rods. A lot of people don't talk about Shimano rods, but as far as lightness, I was impressed. I think the ones I do are light. Yeah, that's the same with me. It's the lightness, but uh, it has to be properly balanced. It has to be. I don't know. I can tell the total difference. It's like the Abu I'm using a. Hey Tito. Uh, I don't know. I don't like that. I have the older one, but I just don't like the feel of it at all. Yeah, but see, it's all up to the perception of the person that's using it. Zeke, and like I said with Captain, like I uh, I said, it's all like you'd be amazed though if you think something is so good. I had no qualms at all telling Captain to get the tourney special, and he loves it. I've only used the medium. I only used the medium. The medium heavy of well, actually, I did use originally. I started with the medium heavy, but I might not like the. Um, yeah, but just holding it in the store, you're not going to be able to really feel anything. It's not until you use it. Yeah, but I said you have to have it like you have to use it. You have to cast with it. You have to set the hook with it. You have to work certain baits with it. Feel the feeling of the tip, feeling where the backbone is, feeling. I mean, there's so much to it because each one is different for each technique and the way you set the hook and all that other stuff. You bought really? Here's the two piece. I didn't know that. Yeah, I never buy a two piece. No, I said I need to get another one because remember I broke the tip off it. Chris stepped on it and the tip broke, and I just put a new ceramic tip on it instead of the metal tip. Yeah, but I said it's just I don't know. It's like me working. You just gave him fuel for the fire there, Captain. That's like me with top water. Well, he bought one. I gave him to follow suit, Captain. Remember, I gave you the promo code and you bought the shirt and you didn't even use it. I think you said say that. Oh, you said you were a moron on that one. I bought a shirt and I'm a moron. I didn't even use the promo code. Oh, remember anybody that is a member, the promo code. Remember the promo code for you members is still good until Saturday. The merch promo code runs till the 13th. Just FYI, I'll throw it out there. 20% off. I couldn't find the link. It's a post. I mean, you couldn't. I type Santa Cruz Bass. Nothing comes up. Yeah. Well, they're custom made now. It takes like 3 weeks. No, it's in a Zeke. It's in the it's a post. It's in my community. Go to my community tab on YouTube, and you should be able to see members only posts. Right? It goes to a community post. I don't know what it looks like on your guys' end, but it's a community post. Like the same post when I do the ones. I type in Santa Cruz Bass and nothing comes up. Yeah, no, it's in the community tab. Zeke, if you go to the community tab, you should be able to see members' posts. You should be able to click on it, and the promo code is in the post I put up. There you go. It used to be in. Right, yeah. There you go. Just post the link to everybody. I don't. Does it work that way on there? I don't know if that works. I think if you go to that link, don't you have to be a member to see it? I don't know. I know when I put them on Patreon, it was just unused. All right, see. Yeah, it runs till Saturday. It done runs till Saturday. Not one piece. Fishing purple rod is 99 bucks. 99 bucks. I've never paid 99 bucks for a rod. I think 80 bucks is the most I've ever spent for a rod. Usually I spend like 40, 50 bucks. But it's they work exactly the way I want. He didn't say 99 cents. He said 99 bucks. You read that wrong, Captain. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, like I said, everything for me with that is the feel. Really? You have 100 bucks in change in your couch? Wow, Mr. Top Dollar there. He pulls the seats out. It's like, well, look at that, $100 bill. Oh, look at a 50 over there. Wow, glad I checked the couch. I just found 150 bucks laying right there. Oh, and $5 in change. I'm getting a new rod. I need to check my couch cushions more often. Yeah, so the difference between, well, see, I had the tourney special and I was using for the drop shot and that. And now I'm using that Abu Garcia. And I miss a lot of fish because the tip is too flimsy. That tip's really good for a high speed square bill, but it doesn't work on long casts with the little drop shot hook. It just doesn't penetrate good enough. Tourney special's perfect for it. And it probably work for the square bill too, but you need a really flimsy tip when you're high speed in a freaking square bill. It needs that cushion. So you're just doing that, and it's like, and you just start reeling into them when they hit it, and it's perfect. If it's a little too stiff, you do that, you'll pull it right out. And the same thing with spinnerbaits or bladed jigs or. Yeah, they're like what, like $200-300 freaking rods. And you gotta remember, the more expensive the rod, we're still here. Yes. Usually, the more expensive the rod, the more fragile they are. The more fragile they are to. Nice. Yeah, the more expensive they are, the more susceptible they are to hairline fractures and stuff from bouncing or just even just dropping them and hitting them on a sharp edge because they're thinner. They're strong, but they're a thinner build in a diameter. That's why they're so light because they're thinner build in it and all that. So yeah, they're more sensitive. They're a lot lighter. They can get the bend and everything right, but they are more fragile to impacts. And you'll see a lot of pros break really expensive rods. Like on the hook set or something, it'll just snap and everything because they've been bouncing around on their boat and stuff and that, or get hit on the deck. G Loomis started it. Really? They that expensive now? Yeah. I yeah I don't I yeah I don't think that's worth the money. Yeah, I thought. Well, yeah, they probably started 200 or 300. I know a lot of them get up to $600-700, but that's pretty much an ego thing. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't know. People pay that kind of money. That's just an ego thing. They ain't nothing in that rod. If you know what you're doing, that's gonna help you catch any more fish. There's there's just no way in hell. It's just it's just for those people that those egotistical bass fishermen that want like an $800 combo. This reel costs $400, and this rod costs 600. This is $1,000 combo. Kind of like that guy, the one. Remember the one that wanted to get in a fight with me? The Delta one I put up. That's what he said when I accidentally stepped. He goes, "Dude, you just stepped on my $1,000 rods. I told you not to step on my rods." And that guy was a piece of shit. And he didn't even know how to fish, but he had a really nice Ranger, really nice graphs, and evidently $1,000 rods. It's people that get caught up in it. Ego or comfort with a bad upper back. Yeah, but you can get a lot of light stuff for a lot less than that. You don't have to pay $700 for something to be light. Try the Tourney Special. That thing's light as hell. Try some of the lower end Abu Garcias, the Vengeance or the Vigilante net. They're extremely light. And they're extremely good. They are fragile though. They will break. But you're breaking a rod that's $40 compared to breaking a rod that's $600. You can't just No, I mean, I said, how many people go on and go on about ugly sticks? I'm like, that's kind of the way I grade fishermen. Yeah, but you're just that's why I said you're being well. There you go. Yeah, you don't need that. I know. It's just, but I said it's like I see so many people that. Oh, I was saying that's how I grade fishermen. If I talk to them and they say they fish all the time and all that, and suddenly they're like, "Yeah, dude, I have the ugly stick." Yeah, but that's ludicrous. I said that's just somebody that wants to like spend the money because they have the money. That rod's not any better than a $50 rod or an $80 rod, but it's pride to them, and it's well, I have the money, I'm going to spend $1,000, and they probably even don't even know how to fish very well. So it's just like the people that say they have an ugly stick, and they go on and on about their rod and how great it is, and I'm like, and they say, oh yeah, it's the ugly stick, something something. I'm like, oh, okay, okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's true back roads, but a lot of I don't know. It's the balance of it though. Like I said, there was that Lunkers TV because they designed their own Guggen rods. We have. It's a great rod and it feels good, but he has the money, so he might not be. He just he, in his mind, more cost is more better. So he only looks at those type of rods. If you have the money, that's where you're going to shop in. You find something that's really good and you love it, and it's $10,000 for the rod. Sure, it's all a confidence thing anyway. But I'm talking about for the normal fisherman. Well, yeah, that's just it. It's that's the thing. There was the old philosophy in my industry when I did clothing. You could be selling a leather jacket that's really nice made and everything else. Leather jacket. And you could price it for 250. And right. And you can put it in your shop and a lot of people come in, they'll look at it, they'll try it on and they'll ask you how much it is. Right. And you're like 250 and they're like, "Oh, all right." And people won't buy it. You put that same leather jacket and you put it for $700 and suddenly people come in to try it on will buy it. If they have the money, they will buy it for 700. They could have bought the same jacket for 250. But at 250 they thought it was cheap and not what they wanted. But you can put the same jacket in for 500, 700, 800. Anyway, you don't have to as the seller because the quality and everything. And in their mind, people that had the money, oh, it's 800 bucks. Good deal. They come in, try it on, and you say 250, and they go, oh, all right, well, I'll think about it. Yeah, I know. I got the videos on it. It was an old thing they sold. It was a series called Biology, Byology, that was on ran on History Channel or A&E or something like that. I don't know. I taped them all, and it was all that sort of concept of biology, how people buy and what makes certain people buy and how they buy and why they buy, depending on how much money they make and everything else. And yeah, it's a whole psychological thing that's. I mean, they had one. This one's like totally simple concept. They had an end cap with Campbell's soup. Uh, yeah, it said Campbell's soup, and they had a big sign that said three. I think it said like three for $2 or something. And everybody came around. People would look at it. Nobody would buy it. And then every once in a while somebody might buy it. Then all of a sudden they put the same price, but they said limit 10 per customer or 9 per customer. So all of a sudden the sales went up like crazy. They showed people coming around the same display with everybody, just a different sign, same price, different sign. Yeah, but it was amazing when they showed this. Like everybody coming around, same price, exact same price for the same quality and a good deal. But second they put limited to so many per customer. And the funny thing is, nobody would buy the limit. I mean, they, they could have bought three of the cans at the same price when it didn't say limited. The second they put limited on the sign, everybody was buying like three. They weren't even buying like the limit. They were just buying three. But I don't know. It's just that's why I said the psychology of manipulating people. Yeah, but I was going back to that thing that yeah, balance. The balance on rods. Um, it's really weird because you can add weight and it feels lighter. I did the same thing when I bought the cheaper. I bought at one point I bought a mega cast combo. I mean, I didn't have much money. It was for that pond, and I was throwing it in the bushes. It was a beater reel, and so I bought the combo, and I got it home, and the packaging. I brought it out. I'm like, oh my god, this thing is so great. It's like, I love it. It's so light and everything. But the second I started casting it, and it just felt heavy. It was like, I don't know. It was hard to explain, but I was just like, I didn't. I mean, I'm like, physically, it was lighter than another rod and reel I had. But just when you casted it, it felt heavy. Just something with the bend of it, or And that all has to do with the balance. It could physically be, if you put it on a scale, heavier, but when you're fishing it and casting it, it feels 10 times lighter than another rod you have that you know that you put on a scale that is actually physically lighter. And that's where the whole balance thing comes from. And that's where I gained huge respect for Lunkers, because he's designing the new Guggen rods. And in his video, he had a rod he didn't like, and he actually taped a quarter to the butt to just add that little bit of weight. And it felt lighter and casted lighter and worked lighter. Anyway, he added weight. So once I saw that, I'm like, I know he's a military man, but he definitely knows his shit about rods and bend and all that other stuff, and he's designing them. So, and that's the difference when you're in a store. Usually, when you find a rod, it's the blank. It's the rod without the reel on it. So, I mean, you can physically hold, like you did, the purple rod you bought and the tourney special, and you're like, oh well, without a reel or anything, you're like, oh well, this one's lighter. But once you get damn, why are these always, there's spiders still? Get out of here. But once you put a reel on it, and cast them comparably, anyway, it felt lighter than the tree special. And that when it's got a reel on it and the way it's balanced, it could actually feel lighter when you cast it and when you're reeling and working it. No, I can. You know, I said I physically. I like I said I mean that that old Mega Cast combo that I bought. If you put on a scale, it was probably lighter than the other two rods I had. But when I started fishing it and started casting with it, I didn't. It just felt so heavy, and I was so confused. I'm like, I can hold each one and I can switch in and I can tell that it's lighter than this rod. But when I cast this rod, it feels so light. And when I cast this one, anyway, it's physically lighter. It just feels heavy. It puts more strain on my wrist. It's just, and when I'm working it and setting the hook, it just feels heavier. Anyway, I know physically in my head it's lighter. But that's what balance does on a rod when you have a reel on it, is it can make it feel physically lighter. Anyway, it's physically heavier. It's physics. I don't know what it's just weird. But when I saw Rob from Luggage TV talk about that, I went, wow. He knows what he's talking about. Because I'd already been through that. And I was like, how? Why? I don't understand this. Because like you said, Baggers, you're like me. Like, because of aches and pains and all of that, you need it lighter and all that. But something that's physically heavier can feel a lot lighter when you work it and when you cast it. That's why I like the Tourney Special, because it feels incredibly light. It might not be as light as other rods, but it feels really light when you cast it and work it. Well, I don't know. Maybe try the Tourney Special. Who knows? You said it was when you were there, you physically thought it felt lighter on its own, but it might be just as balanced. It might be better. I don't know. But until you like cast that transfer, I mean, that thing is like, it's a sweet potato. Let me tell you. The guides are shit because the aluminum, the metal is soft. You gotta put a new tip on it. It used to have ceramic, and then they switched to the stainless steel to make it lighter. But it's it feels like a featherweight. In the casting, when you're holding it, you're working it, just everything. Didn't you say it was $100? Didn't you say it was $100? That's a lot of money to spend for something I'm just gonna test out. Do they have a lesser model? But weren't you the one that liked the Mach 1? Wasn't that the conversation you and Captain were having between Mach 1 and some other rod? I don't know. I said for me, it's like until you try something else, you never know. Like I used to think rods were really light. Oh, bait the hook got the kelp. Nice. You can thank Captain for that one. He's the one that super chatted me to 999, so I'd send it to you. Yeah, but that's what I said. I used to. I mean, I never knew until I learned the difference. But I said until you put a reel on, and a lot of times it could be the reel too. Don't you remember that? You super chatted me to 999 and said, "Send the damn guy his kelp." So I sent it out on Monday in the bag that was sitting on that chair. So he had a physical memory of all the lives where his kelp sat in that same plastic bag. I just shoved the plastic bag in another bag and sent it to him. Or an envelope. But yeah, back roads. I've done. I mean, I've done that. I've handed somebody my tourney special with the thing, and they went, "Oh yeah, actually," because they were talking about some rod. I'm like, "I've never used that one. Is it nice? Does it feel light and everything?" They're like, "Oh yeah." I'm also as light as this, and I hand it to them, and they're like, "No, mine's actually lighter." I'm all, "Well, you mind if I cast it?" And then I'll pick up theirs. I'm like, "Wow, you're right. This thing is very light." And I'll make a few casts with it, and I'm like, "It feels heavy." And they're like, and and I'm like, "It feels heavy when you cast it, though." And they're like, "What are you talking about? You can feel it's a lot lighter." I like the Mach 1. I know that was the whole thing we were talking about. No, but I will physically cast theirs anyway. It physically feels lighter. I'm like, I don't know if it's the weight you have on it or what on it, but it feels heavy when you cast it. And I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, you can tell it's lighter than yours." I know, but it feels heavy. I'm like, "Here, cast mine." And they're like, "They'll cast mine," and I'll be like, "Huh, you're right. This does feel lighter than mine when you cast it." I'm like, "I know." But it has to do with the bend, the tip, the weight you're using, all that other stuff is because it's something with Rebar. Yeah, but that's what I said. I don't know. It's weird, but like I said, I'm the one that has shoulder issues. I'm the one that has elbow issues, wrist issues, thumb issues. So yeah, the lightness in the feel is I can't handle anything. It's like Zeke was in here talking about the bionic blade. It's just it feels heavy to me when he casts and all that, and it's more strain on me when I cast it on my wrist and that. And I usually have to use like both hands to do it, just so it doesn't. Where I can take another rod that's the same length and everything, and do it one hand, and just like there's not as much resistance on my wrist. There's not as much wear on my wrists and everything. Anyway, it's just as light. It's the same. It just has to do with the parabolic bend and the flex and the tip and I don't know. I just gotta show my wife. Why does everybody get such freaking? Why does everybody get such? Uh, that's another thing too. Is everybody is so into the high gear ratio? Why? I don't understand that everybody's into the high gear ratio. Most of mine are like 6:4 to 1. Everybody now is. I've noticed that trend in fishing too. Is everybody wants the high speed reels. Got to be high speed, dude. 7.5 to 1, 8.5 to 1. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't fished it. I might fish and love it. I want it just because. Everybody else is talking about these high speed reels. I just want one. Everybody else talks about them. I want to try one. Well, I don't know. The higher the speed, the less force you can apply to the fish. It's like bikes on or gears on a 10 speed. If they're pulling really hard in that, you don't have much cranking power on a higher speed reel. On a lower speed reel, you have a lot more cranking power, so you can really freaking crank them to get them out of things. And a lot of times it depends on what you're fishing. I mean, if you're just fishing plastics and that, um, high speed reel doesn't work. I think the high speed reel. I think it came around in tournaments because they're throwing it somewhere, they're working it for like 10 feet, and then they're reeling it really quick so they make another cast. That's kind of where the high speed thing came from. They're being more efficient. They're making more casts. I have no idea what it means. I just thought I'd try one. I'm sorry, Gavin, but I like that response. It made me laugh. I don't know what the hell it means, but I've never had high speed. So I just wanted to try one. Yeah, no, I have a video on that. I have a video about that with the gear ratios and what's best and typical cadence and the way you typically reel. Um, yeah, it's and resistance of certain baits and easier to reel them and the same speed and all that stuff. That's where gear ratio comes in. I'll relate to you, Captain, like in a car. If you're racing, um, you're racing. It's a short track. There's a lot of turns. There's not many straightaways. You're probably going to be, like first, second, third gear the whole time. I do know. No, I wasn't saying that. No, what I'm saying is, yeah, but it's that's what I said. It's in cars and that. It's like where you know what the gear ratio means, but I don't think you know what the gear ratio means as far as how to apply it to bass fishing and what it means as far as certain lures and the way you retrieve them and everything. So, no, I know, but it's yeah, I know, but see, I'm on the other side of it because I've taught people what it means in as far as. But it was just fun. I don't know. It was funny to me because you said you never had one, so you wanted to try one. I think in the way you fish and everything, you won't feel a difference. I mean, you can reel in a dink quicker. Once you get them up and start skiing them across the top, you can get them with the boat quicker. But as far as working different baits, and it usually has more to do with active baits. Yeah, I said it's like you can teach me a hell of a lot about gears and everything, and gear ratios and everything in driving. As far as the gear to be in, going into a turn, out of a turn, a tighter track, a longer track, gears, and so that's kind of the way I'm thinking of it with reels. Is it's not it's kind of compared to a track and the tighter turns and longer turns, but compared to different baits and how they need to come through the water and what kind of reel you need for working better and everything else. But when it comes to non-active baits, it doesn't really matter. You fish mostly plastics, mostly that stuff. Uh, well, for the speed of the small square boat retrieval. Yeah, and that's exactly why I got it. Because I was reeling like hell and burning out my freaking shoulder and everything else when I could go to a higher and reel it slower and get the same speed. So yeah, at that point. Yeah, at that point, yeah. Hey, Wasabi. I forgot I told you about the high speed cranking technique. For that, yeah, it totally works. Sorry, I totally forgot about that. I pay attention. See, I get it. No, I forgot because that's right. You said you tried it one time. I was just thinking because most of your videos you show in that you're usually working slower stuff or things on the bottom. But gear ratio has a. Oh, that was fun. It was a really long video. I got it all edited, getting ready to do it. But what? See, you can't find it. All right, I'll just say what the code is. Oh wait, Captain has it. I think Captain put it up earlier. You're a member, and if he does a link and you click on it, you know the code, well then yeah, just type that code in if you order. Oh, you can't find a link to the website. Oh, that's Teespring's teespring.com/stores/Central Coast Bass. I think it's Central-Coast-Bass. That should take you straight to it. Yeah, it's teespring.com/stores/Central-Coast-Bass. Oh, it's on here in the comments, actually. Where's Noah when we need him? Yeah, well, because everything for me is direct now, so they probably won't. They won't link me. Remember, I got rid of all the bullshit. You got to go direct to my site. Can I actually go back all the way to the first freaking comment? I'm trying. There's like 10,000 comments. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Hi everybody. Aussie Outlaw. Nope. Nope. I can't go all the way back to the beginning. Zeke put it in. Well, Zeke, all you gotta do is go to the video I uploaded yesterday. Go to my channel page. Click on the one I put up yesterday. There you go. Teespring store central. Yeah, Central-Coast-Bass. Thank you, Captain. Yeah, it's in the description of all my videos I put up. Not my lives, but my regular videos. The link is in all the descriptions. But there you go. He put it up. That should take you right there. That's funny though, Captain. Because remember I had that bullshit with him? So evidently within all that bullshit, if you go to Teespring and search me, it doesn't show up. That's kind of interesting. Don't you think? I haven't tried it. But that's pretty interesting. If you go to Teespring and hit the search and put Central Coast Bass and I don't show up. And now yours is visible. No, you can go to link. You just have to know the code. You won't know the members code unless you're a member for 20% off. But that's funny. They won't let you search me on Teespring. I really give a shit because most of mine come from direct. But that's kind of interesting. Once you cut them off from everything, where they make more profit than you, you can't even search them on their site. Wow. That's probably not legal, is it, Captain? I'll have to try that. I'll try that tomorrow. I'll go to teespring.com and then the search put in Central Coast Bass and see. Oh, but maybe because he didn't put the dashes in. That might be why. If you don't put the dashes in, you just do it all one word. Central Coast Bass. Or just Central, no dash, Coast, and no dash, Bass. Maybe it might not show up. It might be case sensitive. Oh, we're not blocking you. They just didn't type it in exactly. Oh, you think? I'll be damned. Yeah, well, I think on my shows, somewhere in between them, that little thing goes in and goes, whoosh. Check out CCB merch. Link in description. Whoosh. And it goes away. Yeah, they're in all the links of my actual uploads. They're not in my lives. I could do it later on in my description of my lives, but I'll be damned. My email link's in there too. And everybody says, I can never find your email. People are like, where's your damn email? I can never find your email. I'm also in the description of every video I upload. It has a PayPal link. It has the merch link. It has an eBay link. It has a Southern Coast Bass website link. It has a Southern Coast CCB has a base link. It has a email us at bass@southerncoastbass.com. And it's at the description at the end of every single video I've ever put up on YouTube, except the lives. It says to contact us. Bass. Whoa, I blinked. That was a quick blink. It didn't even do me out. All right, I'm just gonna make sure. I don't want to lose you guys in the chat again. Oh, that's what it says. Like, a lot of people keep on, they can't find me. They can't find your email. Like, it's in every description I put up. Doesn't anybody look at the descriptions anymore? Doesn't anybody watch the credits at the end? Evidently, no. Thanks so much for that, Captain. I don't. I know. People watch until it gets to the soul music, and then they click off. The older generation usually watch it all the way through. I usually watch all of your guys' all the way through. But it's, you know, it's a 24-second world now. Wasabi still in here? Yeah, I know. Half the time when I'm editing, I get to the end, and I'm like, why do I fucking care? I'm like, especially, yeah, exactly. No, but I get that way. I'm like, you know, my ending, like, okay, that's gonna do it, and then I like kind of describe the day and what I learned and everything, and I'm like anal editing it, making sure it's all like nice and clean and good jumps. And I have time in the back of my mind, I'm going, why the hell do I even care? Because 90% of people won't get to this part. Like, I'm being anal about something that 90% of people aren't even gonna watch. But I'm a perfectionist, so I still do it all the way through. It's kind of like when I did my baits. I spent all that time creating a header and doing all that stuff so it would look like something that's nice that's in the store. And I'm selling to people online and that, and mostly people that are interested enough that want to order it. I'm like, all I gotta do is put it in a bag and roll it up. I don't have to print out that header, spend the time to cut it out, spend the time to fold it over, spend the time to like staple it perfectly. When the person gets it, they just go and throw it away. So now it's like, put in a bag, roll it up, send it to you. I mean, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of paper. It's a waste of ink. But I wanted it to look all professional. But it's the bait you want, not the packaging. But in the fishing world, the packaging is what sells the fisherman. Everything I'm sort of against. So nowadays, yeah, you order from me, you get great baits. They're in a plastic bag, they're rolled up, they're all in there, and you get what you want, and you don't have to throw 90% of shit away. I'm going to tinkle again. In the house. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Wow, 7 when I left, 7 when I come back. Yeah, talking about the baits. So, see the baits, right? The spinnerbait. You know the spinnerbait. I fish it. You guys know. Do you care that it comes in this? I mean, you want the bait. That's what you're interested in. The packaging is just fluff. It makes it look cool. And this little plastic thing cost me 14 cents. And then the label in the back. And to do that, printing that, the cost of the paper, the cost of the ink. I mean, it adds another like 20 cents to my cost. Because it looks cool. It looks professional. Same thing with this stuff. Like just printing that and cutting that out and stapling that on and the bag itself and everything else. I mean, ooh, it looks really, but you guys just throw all the other shit away. I mean, and that was me when I did it. I showed it to people and they're like, oh, dude, yeah, you have your own baits. Oh my God, those look, but that's just presentation. Only thing that matters is the buzzbait that's inside it and how it works and how it catches fish. The rest of the shit is just, oh, dude, you have your own baits. Wow, where do you have those made? That's so professional. That's so, and I'm like, yeah, but that's just costing me extra time. I had to cut all these out. I had to print all these. I had to pay for, I mean, having the cool website and it's set up. No, no. It's about the bait itself and catching fish. How you get it doesn't matter. Just in that bag and rolled up without the header. Bait the garden. Exactly. Yeah, it's just that's all just baits catch fishermen more than they catch fish. Just like equipment, reels, the look of them. It's like the bass could give a rat's ass if your pole matches your reel and has this cool red accent and shiny little cool like knobs and it's like that's just human facade. Has nothing to do with catching more fish. Oh, I saw one the other day, which is kind of funny. Do you guys follow lady bass? Yeah, to me it was just I don't know. I just felt like I had to do it because that's the way it was done. The cool packaging. It was like the Guggen baits. Ooh, it's in a clam pack. We did them in a clam pack, so they're all individual. We care about you more. And it's like more money for the packaging, and they cost more when I just put them in a plastic bag and send them to you and charge half the amount and still make the same profit. No, but Lady Bass. Do you guys follow Lady Bass? You guys follow Lady Bass. I've been following her for a long time. I don't know. She just didn't show me recommended. I didn't know if she was still doing it. I found her last night and I watched one of them, but it was kind of funny because she had one. I forget what it's called. It's some sort of like, uh, I don't know. It's some sort of sticky thing you put over your trolling motor, like on the face of your trolling motor that you step on, and it's like a thing you put on your surfboard. The grip. the foamy grip stuff that you put on top of your surfboard, so your feet stick to it and all that. Well, now somebody's making them for trolling motor pedals, and she was filming her showing it, and all of a sudden the cameraman showed it. She had one that was sort of, I don't know, I think it was like camo or something like that, and she started going, "Oh no, no, you're not supposed to film that. Don't film that yet. I haven't talked about that. I haven't talked about that." And I saw it, and I'm like, I've already seen you, but yeah, it was like that whole, I'm so cool because instead of just stepping on the plastic on my trolling motor, I got this cool little Astro surfboard adhesive thing that sticks to it, and it's cool. And you got graphics on it. What the hell's that? Raccoon. And yeah, but she was sort of like, I don't know. I guess maybe it's gonna be her new sponsor or something. So she has it on her, stuck on the top of her trolling motor pedal. But yeah, I actually caught it in one scene or something, and it was during her fighting a fish. But I remember mentioning it, going, "Oh, you're not supposed to show. You showed that. You shouldn't." And I'm like, "Really? Your foot doesn't slide, and you can, it's more comfortable if you fish barefoot." But yeah, it's just new. Yeah, Lunkers had one. Lunkers has them on one of his. Actually, no, it wasn't like it was Tackle Junkie 81. Tackle Junkie 81. Yeah, I just happened to catch one of his videos, and he was talking about his new boat and things he'd added to it, and that was one of the cool things. And he was hyping it up, telling everybody you need to get this little adhesive sticker thing that goes on top of your trolling motor pedal because it looks cool and it is functional. Because yeah, well, maybe you should get one. It's basically just the AstroTurf that you put on instead of adding wax to the top of your surfboard so your feet stick. They have these like stick-on things that you put in the rear and where your feet go, and it's basically like a wetsuit sort of material with a more. I mean, it's been around forever. They used to make them for skateboards where you put them on the bottom of your board, like on the nose and that, so your fingers grip better. Um, I used to get them from Santa Cruz. It was short-lived, but it came from the surfboard industry, and now evidently somebody caught on and they're putting them on trolling motor pedals. So, and you put the graphics on them, and they look all cool. But it's like, it's like that thick. It's more like wetsuit material, and I don't know. I guess they're new in the industry. Some new fad that came out. But I saw Lady Bass had one on her pedal, and she got on the cameraman for showing it. I was just like, well, dude, that's been around forever. Just because somebody finally went, oh, they put it on surfboards because you're surfing and you're barefoot and you get better grip. But a lot of bass fishing on their boats when it's hot, they're on their deck barefoot. So let's make this. I just JP Welding Chris. Yeah, but it doesn't have that cool graphic on it, Captain. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said it. It's like everything that people think is new. When I see it applied to bass fishing, and and knowing the background, that's what the spray paint is for. Yeah, I look at it and go, dude, that's not new. Maybe it's new because somebody applied it to a trolling motor pedal. But that concept's been around on surfboards since like late 80s. No, I have my own baits. It's probably why my channel doesn't do as well because I fish and promote my own baits. I get a rod sponsor or a reel sponsor or something, but I'm not in it, you know. I did do 3 CCB bait challenges though, remember? I sent to Flack, who I haven't heard from forever. Grant McIntosh did one, and Low Budget did one. They were called the CCB bait challenge, and I set them baits. They only had one of each, and they had to catch one on each bait. But they tanked. They didn't get many views. Nobody seemed to care about them, so I haven't done one since. It was a test market. I did 3, but you know, it's not. You know, everybody tells me every time I do a review on something, everybody tells me there goes another sponsor, because I'm honest. And I call out, you know, if they got flaws and all that, I'm gonna say, yeah, you know, don't think it's worth the money. I'm not one of those. Send me a promo code so I can say I'm sponsored by you. Yeah. Give me a code. Give me a code so I can promote it on my channel. I'll get the same percentage they're getting, but I can say I'm sponsored and I have a promo code. If you're sponsored, they should send you free shit all the time. I'll sponsor Skater. I got free shit every month. Like $100, $200 worth of free shit. Wheels, sweatshirts, stickers. That's what being sponsored's about. Not, yeah, you're sponsored by us. We'll give you 10% off if you order our wheels, our shirts, our sweatshirts, all our product. No, I was legitimately sponsored. They sent me like hundreds of dollars stuff every single month. Wheels and stickers and I mean that's an official. That's when you're an amateur sponsor. They send you free product. Nowadays it's, oh, we'll sponsor you. We'll give you a promo code that you can promote and say you're sponsored by us to your viewers on YouTube. And you can use the code yourself. It's just bullshit. It's you making them money. It's the biggest scam on YouTube. Promo codes. And people saying they're sponsored because they have a promo code they can give out. It's like, yeah, go to Carl's Bait. You can use my code, Seneca's Bass, and save 10% on every order or 20% on every order. What do I get from them? Well, if I order from them, I get 20% off as well. They don't give me anything for free. They give me the same discount. But I have Carl's Bait, Seneca's Bass. Promo code. It's all about the hype. What's going on down there? Oh, I see blinking lights. So, Bait, what do you think about the kelp? You said you received it. I told you it's all like salty. I mean, are you gonna have to rinse it off? It's fairly dry, but Exactly. You're doing all the research for them. You're doing all the research. You're doing everything for them. Fill up the bucket. No, I don't do any of that stuff. That's like the really funny thing is, I don't know if you guys ever watched Bee Fishing. He's kind of done some stuff with like Lojo fishing and all that, but um, he's pumping shit out. Yeah, but they're still having to buy it. They're not sending it to him for free. I know what you're talking about, Clueless, and that's the way it used to work, but that's not the way it works anymore. They're not sending those people that have codes anything for free. They're still making money off all those people they're giving codes to. It's not like it used to be. Not like when I was a sponsored skater by Santa Cruz. That's not the way they work anymore. You don't get shit for free. You just get a discount. Oh, that's right. You haven't opened it up yet. That's right. You gotta do the video. I'm sorry. I've been drinking. Okay, Captain. Yeah, that's what I said. It's all. It's just. The internet has changed everything. Heck, the funny thing is, most pros that are sponsored, the pro packages for sponsors, it's not what people think. They can be sponsored by Abu Garcia or Mustad or all that. Most of them don't get free product. Only the best of the best and the top like 10% of Bass Pros get free product. The rest of them are sponsored and they have to order it. They get a discount, but they have to order it. They don't even get free product. They might get a free shirt or something. But the fishing baits, all the other stuff in that, they don't get anything from it. Yeah, but most of them have the same. They have the same code all the time. They don't even change the code, Captain. Yeah, I know. That's what you said. I said it before you commented back. I forgot. I'm sorry. My faux pas. Yeah, it's not the way it works anymore, Captain. It's totally different. Like I said, I had that guy. I had what was it? Oh, the ambassador thing. That's the new one. I got this kid to send me, and I still have it. I have the email, and he wanted me to be an ambassador for his baits, and he said, "Oh, he'd give me a percentage of the sales for everything that came through that came from my code or whatever." And that, and I couldn't find him on YouTube. I found him on Instagram. I don't even care about Instagram and don't promote it much, and I have 510 followers. And Deadpool, what is up? And this kid who sent me this saying ambassador and wanted to be part of it, you know how many followers he had on Instagram? 150. I'm like, what? shouldn't shouldn't you be my ambassador? Yeah, they're not giving. Yeah, they're not. Not anymore. but it helps them. And like you said, they can track it. They're like, oh, this guy's doing good. This guy's doing good. Yeah, instead of under the same code, instead of 10%, maybe we should give him a new one that's 50% because he's doing really good. But in that, I understand it. Yeah, maybe they'll. It's the same code. If it'll be like beef fishing or lojo fishing or whatever, and they can change the percentage at times, and they'll leave it 10% for most people. But yeah, somebody that's doing better, they might give them a 50% that lasts for like a week or 20% or something like that. But yeah, but I said it's all in the interest of the company, and it's all in the interest of the YouTuber to say they're sponsored and they have a code, and that's just the way the new marketing works. But yeah, I get stuff all the time, like that kid that sent me this thing about I forget what it's called, like Jay's fishing tackle or something like that. And I researched him and I went, I couldn't find him on YouTube. I couldn't find his YouTube channel. But I found his Instagram. I don't even know if he has a YouTube channel, but I found his Instagram. I'm like, 150. Dude, I don't even give a shit about Instagram, and I have 510. Like, and you want me to be your ambassador? You want me to promote you? It's like, how much of an idiot do you think I am? No, you don't have to send me anything. You don't have to send me anything, babe. Not for that one. If anything after that, just yeah. Anything after that bait, if I find something, I have it here. Yeah, cost me $5. Send it. Yeah, just pay me $5. I don't mind that. That'd be totally cool. I don't need to make any profit off it. If I find it, I package it, send it to you. Yeah, compensate me for the shipping. That's fine. I said this one's on the house because I don't know what you're gonna do with it. Wait, I paid for that. You owe me. Yeah, no, I don't. I told you I'd send you that one on the house. Domains. I don't even know if you're gonna like it. I mean, just try it. I said I'll collect it and ship it to you. If you reimburse me for shipping and that, we're all cool. It's not a side hobby I want, but you need it and I find it and I can dry it and ship it to you, then yeah, just compensate me for the shipping. I'm not trying to make profit of it. A little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just make the video, promote me that way. If you hit a world record of something, throw me in on the side, give me a little press. It wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't got the kelp from Central Coast Bass. He's not really a kelp supplier, but he has one hell of a fishing show. You need to check him out. Comes around, goes around, right? Paying it forward. That's like my baits. I don't make anything on my baits. I don't. I like buck or two. I'm not getting rich off that. And most people won't buy it from me. Only the people that know me and watch me and are dedicated to me are going to be the ones that believe in them and want to use them. And so I'm going to give them to you guys for a reasonable price. I'm never expecting to have like a huge CCB bait company. All right, Rattle Trap. Fishing in the market. Yeah, no, I don't. I've always been that way. I get my percentage. I mean, the more views I get, the more money I make off making my videos. That's where I want to make my money. The rest of the stuff, the apparel, all that stuff, that's just a sideline. Yep, supply demand. Yeah, I don't know. I really wouldn't, because I want to custom make everything or custom package everything for my baits and that. And I want to do it, mafia style, out of my trunk. A little money here, a little money there. I don't, I don't, I don't, you know. I mean, if I go huge and become huge and people want them, yeah, I would have to. But I'd have to have them made to my specs and everything. But it would only because of a high demand. I'm happy with YouTube money. I mean, a little bit here, a little bit there on the side. But I'm kind of learning where views goes and the kind of money views can get you. So pump up the views, pump up the money. Yeah, it is. I mean, what? It's 20,000 views a month will make you without super chats and that. We'll make you about $100. All right, bait. Glad you got it. Glad you're making a video. Yeah, that's just it. My video that has 8,000 views, or that one that's getting going, 8,000 views. Its revenue is $35. um, yeah, 8,000 views, $35, and that's over a year now. So if you consistently get ones, they get 7,000-8,000 views. Or every one you upload, and you upload twice a week, gets you $35. Then that's $70 a week. But the more videos you have, all the other videos creating income at the same time, suddenly it starts to become more and more and more. Yeah, you're right, Captain. So subscribers mean nothing. And even the big time. Well, because I live at home. Because I live at home and I don't have any expenses. Yeah. I'm still a parent child. Yeah, yeah, that helps a lot. They know I'm an entrepreneur. They know that I really only want to do something that makes me money. That's something I created. So at least now that I live at home, I'm not doing what I used to when I had to store and borrowed money every month. It's like having me move back home saved them a lot of money. And I help them out. They're elderly. They don't know much about the internet. I help them out with like any technical stuff, all the other sort of stuff. I do all the stuff for. They even know how to get online and get the unemployment um, for my stepdad now that he's out of work because of the whole virus thing, and so they're all freaking out and I get on. So now every week, every 2 weeks, I do it. I don't even need them. I have all this email thing, and they're like, "Oh, Alan needs to get it." I'm like, "I already did it." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I already sent it. I filled out the whole thing. It's sent." It took a long time. it, it 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 pretty much took up until I got fired 2 years ago from Marshalls, and I had enough money to last for like 6 months without any other sort of income, and I started actually making some money off of YouTube and some of my baits, and all of a sudden, and then they're sort of like, "Ooh, well, this internet thing might be something that could make him income," because they don't even own a computer. I have both computers in the house, and my stepdad didn't even have a smartphone until I got mine. And he started seeing what I'm doing, and all of a sudden he's like, "Ooh, I'm on one of those." And then he bought one, and now he's on it more than me. He's on his phone 24/7. If he leaves the house and forgets it, he turns around and comes back and has to get his phone. Mine, like you said, Captain, I have an immobile mobile phone. This phone did not get turned on at all today until I went live. It sat uh, on my desk, turned off until 3 hours ago. Never checked it, never did anything. It was just sitting there off. No, no internet, no wanting to check my emails, checking updates, Instagram. No, it just sat. Before the live, I went and clicked on it. I'm like, huh, I never even turned my phone on today. So I had to turn it on before I went live. I never even got on my other because I use it for the Wi-Fi for my desktop that I do all my. I never even got on that. I'm just not that obsessed with it. Yeah, I said half the time you guys see me when I go places with either Lonnie or Bait the Hook, or not Bait the Hook, Lonnie or Tito or Chris or anybody else when I travel with them and film a show. I don't bring my phone. I'm like, they have a phone. If we get if we get stranded or break down, they have a phone. If we need to call 911, they have a phone. If I'm traveling by myself, I have it with me, but it's just in the glove box. Yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. I'm more of a desktop guy, not a phone guy. Hell, I do not even know the. You're watching me live through this phone. I don't even know the phone number of this phone. If I want to know the phone number, I have to go find a piece of paper in my desk and go, oh, there we go. When I pay my bill, When I pay my bill and I go into T-Mobile, I have to bring the receipt from the last time, or I have to bring my phone for them to look up on my phone what my phone number is. I know the landline here, but I don't even know my own mobile phone number, and I've had this thing for what, like a year now? I didn't even know the phone number of the old one I broke. I can give you lessons on fishing or growing things. I thought you were leaving, Bait the Hook. I thought you said you were out. Yeah, but I don't know. That's just like, you're a YouTuber. You don't even know any of this stuff. Like, no. That's like me and being live. I'm incredible at live. I've been live for 2 years. I go live 5 days a week. Mr. Beast. You guys know Mr. Beast. Upload videos, get like 18, 20 million views within like a week. He did one live, and even during the live, something happened. He's like, yeah, in the live, he was like, oh, guys, something happened. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a live guy. I know nothing about lives. Like, he's one of the biggest YouTubers ever. He knows nothing about going live on YouTube. It was all set up by somebody else because he never goes live. And he was confused. He's like, evidently somebody shared the link and so many people came in that it crashed the live. And yeah, he came on. He's all like, oh, it was the one where he did a live rock, paper, scissors live with a bunch of other, like Casey Neistat and all the big time. Yeah, and until he crashed, and he was all like, I have no idea what's going on. I'm not a live YouTuber. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know how to do live. And his upload videos get 18, 20 million views. And yeah, but it's just not his thing on YouTube is to go live. And everybody else had set up for him. He didn't even know how to go live. So that's kind of my me with mobile. I don't even know how to find text. I've never sent a text ever. I learned how to receive text, but I've never ever actually sent a text to anybody. And I don't even know how to send a text to somebody. So there you go. That's me in mobile. Never done it? Don't know how to do it. I learned a little icon pops up that says text, and I can push on it and I can read it. I think if that happens, I can actually hit reply. But to initiate a text to somebody, I have no idea how to do it. I guess in some cases, ignorance is bliss. Less complicated. You don't need to know all this shit. I figured out the live thing, and here I am. Well, I'm actually five. I actually made him 17 likes. Wow, I'm doing good. And then somebody said I need to do a podcast. I haven't figured out podcasts either. I don't even know how those work. I know a lot of people do podcasts and they film the podcast and then they upload the video of the podcast, but Yeah, I don't know. Somebody said, I don't know. Somebody was watching me and said her 18-year-old son was watching my live. And she goes, "Oh man, he needs to have a podcast." What the hell's that? Isn't that the same thing as going live? Isn't that the same as, I don't know. Isn't it the same as live? Or is it, or is it live but without the video? And people film it and upload it later. So podcast is audio only, like a radio. But people film it and then they upload it later as a video on YouTube. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe I'll look into that. Yeah, because I always see them on YouTube as they split up. Yeah, they split up the clips as a video because they film the podcast on video while they're doing the podcast and they upload it as separate videos. Okay, that makes sense. I still don't know how to set one up or how I would even have one, but so it's like a radio broadcast, audio only. And then you film it while you're doing it, and then it gives you two things in one. Nice. I like that concept. I have to look into podcasts. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. I'll have to look into it. Usually they have guests and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look into it. I mean, hell, for an 18-year-old to say I need a podcast, because I don't get many young people. Yeah, interview. Most of them, yeah, most of them I watch are, yeah, obviously they're interview or just, yeah, discussion. But then they film them and then they upload them. Like Logan Paul uploads his. There's another one like HD3 or something that's really popular, but I see their videos and their podcasts. So yeah, it's a 1-2 punch. You're getting the revenue into people in from the podcast itself, and then you're cutting that up and uploading segments from it as an independent video. Kind of same thing I do with these lives when I take the live, and if something interesting happens during the live, I download the live, I cut it out, and then I put it up as an independent little video. All right, same concept, but during the podcast, it's only audio. Nice. I like to talk, so that would work. I have a voice for radio. I can do my cheesy announcer voice. Welcome. Welcome to the CCB podcast. I'm going to teach you guys how to catch more fish. More and bigger fish. Just stay tuned. And we'll be right back after this commercial. Yeah, I could use my cheesy announcer voice. You guys like the cheesy announcer voice? Yeah. Cheesy announcer voice. You just got to sound convincing and pronunciate and come back later and learn more about fishing baits that'll catch you bass. Yeah, that might be fun. I could be a whole totally different person on a podcast. I can do a cheesy announcer podcast. That might be fun. If I could say that at Walmart, I'm blind now. It's funny because I used to get on the mic at like Marshall's all the time, on the mic, but on the phone and do the announcements. And it's funny because all the managers always come up and be like, "Dude, you have such an announcer's voice," or, or, yeah, like, dude, I always hear because I would always do the attention Marshall shoppers. If anybody lost an iPhone, please come to the front desk. Again, Marshall's shoppers, please come to the front desk if you have lost an iPhone. I remember you logging the newest of it. He would come and go too. And I thought, I just love your announcer voice when you do the things. I'm like, yeah, I know it's fun. That's my cheesy announcer voice. It's a lot of fun. Well, you got to remember, I'm gonna be doing the tournament Tuesdays eventually. In like 2 years, once this coronavirus thing gets done with. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to set up a station. I have to do. I mean, I think you need like a mic and stuff. Actually, I have some good mics, and I need to do it through a desktop, wouldn't I? Can you do a podcast through a phone? I don't think so. I would need to hook it all up to a desktop and everything. It's kind of like the guys that get on panels and they all have their professional mic that hangs in front of them, and they get on other people's panels and they're all talking on their professional mic, like they're a professional like podcaster. Yet they have a channel that has like 800 subscribers. Yet they're all cool and they have this like studio look behind them, and they're talking on their nice like little boom mic that comes down. Yeah, never understood those people. Not my style of life. My style's this way: freelance. Yeah, mobile. Set up. Get a tripod. Get a phone. Go live. It's great. It's fun. They'll get to know you a lot better if you're just free and natural. Well, speaking of that, well, I've been live for 3 hours and 31 minutes. Whew. Wow. Nice. I like that. And you know what it is? My neck is not, my head's not pounding. My neck is looser now. You guys are my savior, man. The last 2 days I haven't been live. I've been so tense and my neck has been so stiff. And I get on here and go live with you guys and I'm all like, I'm Mr. Bobblehead. It's all loosened up. There's no knots. Who'd have thought? Wow. I thought you guys helped me because you're my brainstorm, helped me come up with ideas. But you guys are helping me. You're like my mobile chiropractors. You need a chiropractor because you're all stiff and your muscles are tense. No, just drink some beer and go live with your friends. Everything loosens up. That's been why. It's been the last two. Yeah. Interesting. I'm going to have to start paying you guys chiropractor fees. Muscle relaxers. Oh, this is great. Yeah, I was so, like, I'm like, it's so loose now. This is like great. My arms aren't stiff. Well, I'm gonna start editing, thinking that I'm like live, or maybe I could like put you guys up above me while I'm and I go live while I edit, so I'm all loose the whole time. Click, click. Yeah, yeah. Hey, guy. Yeah. I don't know. This is nice though. Oh, all right. On that note, um, uh, what time is it anyway? Oh my God! It's almost midnight and my battery's almost dead. Oh, it taken me the warning. That's right. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot for coming in. Um, yeah, so much fun. Um, glad you got the package bait. Can't wait for the video. Um, yeah, a lot of fun. Uh, got the show already done for tomorrow. I'm running right now, but like I said, I haven't changed things. I got to re-render it, change things. But good show tomorrow. Tito's birthday. Me, Tito, and Paradise. All three of us go to Nazi. It was a fun show. It was a, eh, well, it was a birthday, and well, there was some festivity stuff that was going on. Yeah, pretty much. Paradise is, if you don't know, she's pregnant. So, no, well, we had a designated driver. So, yeah, it's a little bit a different type of show towards the end. But I think you guys will enjoy it. I said I can't wait to go watch it. Um, I hope I edit it well. And I'll just say alcohol was involved during the filming of this show. Way more so than any show I've ever done. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. And I'm out. I don't know about Saturday. I don't know if fishing with Tito. I don't know if we're going anywhere. Uh, might just be a after show late on Saturday. Anyway, I don't film a show, or I might actually film a show. And then Sunday for sure I'll be somewhere live, and then it's Panel Monday and then it's Tuesday night hangouts. But thank you guys so much. Um, you've 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 relieved my stress. You've untensed my neck, and that means the best to me. So I hope you guys enjoy the show tomorrow, and I will see you on Saturday. I'm out.